Hi guys, welcome back to PyPro vs YouTube channel where curiosity meets the code. Today our topic of discussion is Python, which is a widely used programming language. So we'll be unlocking the power of Python. So let's get started. Firstly, we have an overview of what we're going to be going through. Firstly, we have introduction to Python, then we will be discussing key features, common application, basic syntax, modules and packages. So firstly, what is Python? Python is a versatile high-level programming language known for its readability, versatility, extensive libraries, and community support. So for readability, its syntax resembles natural language, making it easy to learn and understand even for beginners. And for versatility, it's a general purpose language applicable to web development, data science, machine learning, automation, scientific computing, and more. Then we have extensive libraries. Python boasts a massive collection of built-in and third-party libraries offering a pre-written code for various tasks, saving the time and effort. Then community support, it has a large active community providing resource tutorials and support for learners and developers. Next, what are the key features of Python? Firstly, interpreted. Python code is executed line by line, making it easier to debug and deploy iteratively. Then we have dynamically typed. Various types are determined at runtime, offering flexibility but requiring careful attention to data types. Then we have object oriented. It supports object oriented programming concepts, allowing for code organization and reusability. Then we have cross platforms. Python code runs seamless on Windows, Mac, Linux and other systems without modifications. Next, we have what are the common applications. So we have firstly mainly web development frameworks like Django, Flask, simplify web application and API creation. Then we have data science and machine learning libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Scikit-learn, and TensorFlow power the data analysis model building and AI tasks. Then we have used for automation scripts, automate repetitive tasks, handle file operation and streamline workflows. And education, Python beginner friendly makes it popular choice for teaching programming concepts. Next, this is a pie chart for various usage in various fields. Firstly, we know it's extensively used in data science, and then we have web development. The next part is automating and scripting. Then we have scientific computing. Then we have education and techniques, and then the 10% is other applications. Next, what is the basic syntax of Python? Firstly, we have variables use like strings, different data types like string, integers, list, and direction. Then we have variable assignments with meaningful names. Then for operators, we have basic arithmetic operations such as plus, minus, into, or divide by. Then we have also comparison and control flow logic operations with. Then we have the control flow. If else statements for making decision and loops for iterating throughout the data. Then we have modules, so individual files. Each Python file is considered a module. Code organization, they help organize code into the reusable blocks, making it easier to manage and maintain large projects. Then we have function, classes, libraries. Modules can contain various elements including function, classes, variables and other statements. We have importing. Modules are imported using the import statement to make their context and accessibility in other parts of your code. So here's an example. Go through the example and learn the basic function. We have used the math library here. Next, we have packages. So the collection of modules. Packages are hierarchical structure that group related modules together. Then we have namespaces. They create separate namespaces to avoid naming conflicts between modules. Secondly, we have directory structure. Packages are represented as directories with each subdirectory representing a subpackage. So we have an example given down, go through that. So it's basically importing a module from a package and then importing a function from a sub package. So that's it for today. If you want to know more about any kind of other languages, you can just comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you have learned something from this video, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.